Okay, so so we are live. Um, All right, people of this country, Sierra Leone, greetings, good afternoon, good evening, or good morning, as the case may be. From any side, we did at the world, we did tune into the program, the Then and Now podcast, courtesy of our Vision of New Hope. Today, we want to say a bit, we want to say sorry for starting a bit late because of few circumstances within beyond the control. But because of the commitment and to reward that we want, we hold this program every Saturday. We still a manage for bring and calm under the circumstances the way we currently face. But today we dey continue for look at um, the economy. Last week we threw light on the supplementary budget where the Minister of Finance will go there na Parliament. Um, that supplementary budget where the Minister of Finance will go there na Parliament in a way be very deceitful. And then we look at the take of Dr. Kaifala Marah, the former Minister of Finance, former Governor of the Central Bank, former Chief of Staff and former Foreign Affairs Minister under the Ernesto Umahled government in take on that budget with the Minister of Finance will go lay. And the budget now a public document. It got to do with all of we. It got to do with we all. So on that note, we decided for look into it because we know say na a document of interest we need for examine because of our affect your life. The critical issues that we'll discuss in that we get for do with the inflation, the interest rate we don't count on as propounded by the minister. So Dr. Marab entitled Shining Numbers, Deep Problems. So today, clearly last week served as an eye opener to we all. An eye opener because we realize say the problems the way the country they face, the economic challenges the way the country they face is so endemic, especially way if we look at only one fundamental, the fundamental of public debt. This public debt now one way don't become worrisome. It don't become worrisome because clearly it don't show say the government no gets no other alternative for him for raise revenue for funding development aspiration pass to go through borrowings. And when you go through borrowing, you dey subject the generation yet unborn. Then I'll be keep picking the way we I mean what we don't born for let them kind inherit that. We go against sustainability. So every Sierra Leonean now don't become, I mean, a debtor. So on this note, and all other factors we don't show say this country, of course, the Minister of Finance say inflation, they down. Of course, inflation don't go down small. Because if you take, for example, one of the political commodities, when our fuel, if it around 27,000, now it around 25,000. A minimum amount of 2,000 don't be, I mean, affected on it. If you take a look at the rest, they've been there around 1 million. idea around is this 750? All right, you don't count down small, but substantial because down in the street with people and they suffer, down there with people and they suffer, a whole lot they happen. People and your youth man and they get themselves killed because of the fact that the country tranga, they not get team for involving. So they go into substance abuse, involve themselves into push and all of this. So this kind of problem and this kind of situation where the country defend itself, now only Dr. Mara gets what he take for fix am. In track record don't speaks to that. Um, under in record, under in tenure as Minister of Finance, we see how Salome get the highest minimum wage in the country. We get the highest minimum wage at the time we equivalent to $100. That was a massive improvement. Now $100 around. That is show how we don't degenerate. So fact is the economy not did well. Businesses then they close down. Multinational multinational companies like uh, Octane, where they call Holdings, get a whole lot of challenge. Um, yes, that business did almost fall. Sierra Leone and they lost jobs and all of that. So two and two, we dey get problems. The economy not dey do well. Businesses and they close down every day. Jobs not dey for young man them. Every now and then we dey get students the way they graduate from universities and they come out jobs not the way they hold them and that they lead for let them they go and go find themselves through them uh, scamming programs them where they lead them out of this country. Then we go play Temple Run and just so that they go for go out of the country and go make life easy for themselves. So clearly that don't show the Salo economy they do. I mean pretty bad. Jobs no day, inflation day higher, you know, development and just stifle, everything stands still, everything just stands still. You know, within that kind of situation, then um, coupled with political instability, the country very fragile. I mean, because you have a governance system where you not believe in inclusion, we not believe in, I mean, cohesive movement where they bring in people together, then they thrive on regionalism, then they thrive on tribalism, cronyism, nepotism, and all of these. I mean, leaving behind the larger, amount of the population of the country. Behind. And this go against the sustainable development goal. We all for be included into the development programs, and that is exactly why we dey make this call. And the call we dey make basically is for let me talk to the APC. We call the burden and this wreckage often we separate this current government don't lead we into. Now the next government they can carry that burden. And that next government certainly going to be the APC government. The APC government don't be known for that. In 2007, it was the APC government will take over from um, um, Dr. Ahmed Tijan Kaba, and now through that takeover, they took over Boku development we see in this country. We see how infrastructure be improved. For the first time in the history of this country, we see falling, then drum from Lumley in Wilkins will take and down Naton. And all of them developments have been carried, massive road projects the way they've been rolled out, electricity improvement, healthcare, all sorts of developments been there, the boom. And again, history seems for repeat itself, seems for repeating itself. This government of His Excellency the President, Brigadier Julius Maada Bio, don't reverse all the gains the way they made. All the economic fundamentals then don't reverse. And because all the economic fundamentals are not reversed, definitely you will get challenge. And waiting on this challenge, the challenge of how we can move ourselves from this. Look at, for example, the debt burden we don't let into. We don't make every Sierra Leonean not become, badly indebted. We are all debtors, and we will left this debt for picking and for can carry. So we actually need a leader who able to fix this economy. Unfortunately, today start quick. We do this program because we don't say in any case every Saturday we for the come and then we talk to the people. Today we for don't find for we discuss in detail the vision of New Hope because last week we look at the extraction we Dr. Marabi make out of the supplementary budget where the Minister of Finance will table few days ago in the Parliament. So clearly it don't show say the country not in good shape. So the APC whether for can carry this burden where this government don't left into definitely for able for prepare themselves for come with a candidate we know and we get with it take or can fix this problem we dey into. That's not the reason why make we come for discuss in detail about um, how Dr. Mara very suited for the role.
Anything you do, give peace a chance. Let me make salon. Anytime you go, give peace a chance. Let me make salon. Salon man, how you they do? Salon woman, do ya push out? This and the time for living in the country. Government property, not on land, not go to the streets, not if na office. Waiting up for we, not on land, let me like salon, let me put them first. Live at peace inside salon. When they say water, you say fuck God you back. And inside you then give peace a chance. Let me make salon. Anything you do, give peace a chance. Let me make salon. And inside you go, give peace a chance. Let me make salon.
So we will continue with the program, Building New Hope, courtesy of Dr. Kaifala Marah and the TNN podcast. So we look at them figures there. Which are the figures we can look at? We look at, um, the public debt weighing at 3.1 billion United States dollar. Government don't ensure say they don't subject this country to 3.1 billion debt. We don't make every Sierra Leonean if you divide this money by the 10 million population, we are all debtors. And we're not going to pay this money in a lifetime. We begin and go come they inherit this debt and then take this body. Also, we look at the import cover where this government will inherit 3 months import cover and now 1.5 months, 1.8 months now in now the import cover with it. We should say the reserve limits they don't deplete them from 3 months to now 1.5. You know. Now we also look at the revenue mobilization where they underperform greatly, and then His Excellency the President will promise Sierra Leoneans and say when income as government it will come close the leakages. But already we see how clearly you get slippages between the revenue generation entity or the revenue generation unit. You see recently how a finance manager from the NRA, get assets where instances no I get, they're on our way, they're on their own, then don't indict them for unexplained wealth. So clearly that shows say The leakages where the government say that they can't for can close, they actually no close and they don't open anymore. Yeah. And then we also the capital investment where the lifeblood of the country, where this president or this government been inherit at 2.1, 2.2 billion, then don't reduce them to 1.1 billion. Clearly that they should say the the lifeblood of the country, when a development project and when a capital intensive project then they reduced. You know, that again they should say this government inside the meet we they not go too forward, they reverse we behind. You know, recurrent spending don't rise, don't go up, you know, so now we get a total of 3.7 billion now increase on the current spending. You know. The fiscal deficit remain at 2.8% of GDP. So this na how bad the economy dey. Gentlemen in the APC or ladies in the APC or comrades of the APC, this na a serious body dis government dey about for left, na the head of the All People's Congress. I'm so happy that the All People's Congress dey take reasonable steps, and the reasonable steps wey dey take na how best dey for able for come up with the candidates wey experience enough for able for come face Indian challenge they are head on. We see how dem put together the conditionalities for somebody wey suitable for being the next flag bearer aspirant of the All People's Congress we go. I mean, hopefully contest the 2028 election and take we into governance. So that na a step in the right direction. Clearly, it shows say the call wey we dey make for let Sierra Leone dem know say the issue we get at hand, we no go trivialize am. This is a very serious issue. Our economy is in mess. We need somebody wey get the pedigree, we get the experience, we get the background for able to come fix that. And that person there will be not pinpoint am with no bias, with no malice against others. That person is Dr. Kaifala Marah. So on that note, we want to continue on that directive. We want for continue to talk to members of the All People's Congress that we are all in this together. We are all in politics so that we will for able for salvage the conditions of people or even reset and lay the structures and foundation, a solid structure and foundation for we picking the way them will come for can inherit. Salome for far too long we don't live in. So we don't get so many comrades. We all of them are respectable people of the All People's Congress, respectable citizens of this country. We don't decide say they want for throw their hearts into the ring for can prove it into this problem. But clearly we dey know from the look of things say not all candidates get what it take for face this battle. You know, when you are sending your army, you have to send the strongest of all so that they go and defend you. This government don't decide for don't succeed for subject me into endemic poverty, into heavy debt, into serious problem. So because of that, we also need to be serious for bringing a candidate who is sober minded, will get what it take for face on this problem head on. And that is the reason why we will unbiasedly decide say certain candidates then they are already symbol they step down because they not get the requisite skill set we need for able for battle with the problems that we get at hand. And that is the problem of the economic challenge. So we choose Dr. Kaifala Marah. Why we choose them, we can discuss on the program. Fambulance stay tuned, this is not the program. Building new hope.
Sarah Leone's now listen well. Learn some lessons and get some blessings. Stop playing game we make salon. This and that one they say that this. Election time, not on time for fight. Make salon, not well this country. If we live with this salon go before. say water, you say from broken back. And inside you there, give peace a chance. Every place I know, anything you do, give peace a chance. Every place I know, and inside you go, give peace a chance. Every place I know. Before that, how would I do? Bataya, una kushe, for make salon, make we live in peace. If we make salon, make them go there for we. No place like home, no place like salon. Green, white, and blue, make we raise our home. Let we make salon, let we not white salon. Land that we love and want Sierra Leone. When they say water,
So, comrades of the All People's Congress, Dr. Kaifala Marah, a senior comrade of the All People's Congress, we don't do a whole lot for the APC. Clearly, now the chosen candidate, we fit for purpose, we get the pedigree, we get what we take, we're able to fix the economic challenges where we dey currently. Why will they say this? Clearly, in track record shows say a get what we take. We need somebody we connected with the West. I mean, Dr. Marah is somebody we highly connected with the West. We're highly connected internationally. And now a face we no need um, introduction to the international world. Dr. Marah now somebody we get international experience working with the World Bank, the IMF, the Commonwealth, Center for International Development, the New York State Senate. He's highly experienced. And clearly, the job or the role for the presidency in come 2028. Now somebody will get experience economically, we get experience and how for able to deal with international institutions like the IMF, the World Bank, the Commonwealth, and then bilateral government like the US, all of this. Dr. Marah is somebody who knows what to do. When Dr. Marah been there in government as chief of staff, clearly we see what he do. When he been there as chief of staff, it was under his tenure we able to start for envisage signing of contract with public officials, public servants. You know when they happen. In fact, public servants them they see themselves as king. We ironically enough of so. The public servant them will be the servant them they serve the populace because it is actually the populace the resources we then get nine and they use to pay the public servants. You know? So Dr. Marah did a whole lot when he been there as chief of staff. And that we make even the economy will do well because he was not only chief of staff, he was also economic advisor to His Excellency the President, Dr. Ernest Bekoroma at the time. So having him in the APC and having him in this race for succeed the president, na a blessing.
for the sake of the picking, then let we make salon. What do you not do for Mama Salon? When they say water, you say from broken back. And inside you then give peace a chance.
Today program not get for long. We cut am short very shortly. But again, let me throw light on his success stories when we did as Minister of Finance. As Minister of Finance, Dr. Marah being able for put together a development plan. We have a solid development plan. We have the agenda for prosperity. We are in author. That agenda for prosperity, nine helpful for able forget what to call um, local content value, local content policy, nine turn things around in the country. So many developments been come. I mean, people then get money, excess liquidities, people were paid well, healthcare was booming, electricity was being day. All of that come out of the agenda for prosperity. Roads then, of course, all the major townships they all been get a portion, kilometers of road. Kodadugu, Bombali, Gambia, Uploko, Tonkolili, Kono, Kenema, of course, Kailaun, and then you have Pujang, you also have Mo, you have Kenema, Moyamba. All of these districts, they all been get out of this development package we under the agenda for prosperity. I mean, Dr. Mara as the key minister of finance, the key person in the ministry, been lead for rollouts all of the areas there. So clearly, it succeeds to a larger extent when he be there as Minister of Finance. And when he be there, the economy will be very stable. The economy will do well. Yes, it was under this period, the agenda for prosperity, which is a low record, the highest economic development, where they will call we as the fastest growing economy. So he has the pedigree, he has the experience, he has the track record for able for moving forward. Again, Sierra Leone currently in a crisis nation. Why I say this now because the kind of economic downturn situation we find ourselves currently shows say we are not only, I mean, a crime scene because of corruption, we rampant. We are in a crisis, serious crisis. Dr. Mara gets experience for able to salvage economies and we they in crisis. Clearly, Sierra Leone under Dr. Mara in watch, we get shocks will affect the economy. Looking at them shocks there was a massive drop in the price of iron ore. And at the time, iron ore are one of the key drivers of the economic growth. So when the price will fall at the world market drastically, that affects productivity, that affects the GDP, that affects the economy, and the stage, the pace at which the economy will run. And also under this problem, under this again, Dr. Mara will face the Ebola epidemic. The Ebola came and it will ravage the economy so badly that FDIs, foreign direct investment, and stop for coming. I mean, businesses and way they run within the country. Most of them close down. Why they close down? They close down because of the Ebola epidemic. Expatriates them return back to their countries, then the country will shut down. This affects the economy so badly that productivity been stifled. Teachers, other I mean employees where they work for government, not really work, but then they receive salary. Only the police, the military, health workers, and then be active. All other sector officers been dormant. They all been in a house. I mean, they feed from the budget. Dr. Mara being the finance manager at the time, be able to look after them even when they within a house. I mean, they get their pays, I mean, they get their salaries on time without any delay. So he has got the experience of how economies are affected. When he been there, few things happen. The economy will dey boom. At some point when the economy boom, the people dem feel am. Also, the economy will challenge. When the economy will challenge, e be able to man up and fix the economy and manage the situation wey the economy will find itself until we able to recover from that mess. Dr. Mara is a seasoned economist wey know wetin for do for fix the economy. Also, Dr. Mara as governor of the bank, he be able to stabilize the exchange rate at 750. That was a hallmark achievement because at the time we will know say I mean the economy been gets challenged because of the Ebola and then they been threatening exchange rate volatility to a larger extent because we know been dey produce, because we know been dey do any exportation, then they been dey affect the rate at which um, the exchange rate been dey fly from 450 to 750. over 200,000 been go on top. But Dr. Marabi man up fix up around 750,000 euros. When I did this government take me and then I don't leave me to 2,500,000 or 2,400,000 to 2,300,000. Now the state where the economy is now. So Dr. Mara gets all of the experience there. He gets all of these as an added advantage. We put on a better position than all other candidates. So because of that, we dey ask the All People's Congress today program they come to an end now for let them think twice and give Dr. Mara the mantle of leadership so that we'll be able to recover from this economic menace we currently find ourselves. Thank you all. Thank you, comrades of the All People's Congress. Sorry today we start very late and me certainly they keep too well. That is why the program not too active today. But because we will not keep to reward, so for the carry this program every Saturday, that is why we manage to bring something out of which we get in the bank. So by next week, definitely better go drop. We will discuss in detail the vision of New Hope of Dr. Kaifala Marah. We will go into it. Today we just see we talk to the people then. But let we add on it on. Let we continue for sharp enough. Let we continue for do the needful for ensure say we put Dr. Maran at the driving seat. And we also put time for level for putting experience for recover this country and economy from this dungeon we find itself. Thank you all and